Every year, the host team gets to promote a local sport to Marble League fame, and this year Team Galactic dazzled us with the dizzying display of dexterity in the death-defying dance that is the Black Hole Funnel, a variant on the more common funnel race that comes with its own nuances and strategies. The race for the championship titans in this, the 11th event. This is the Marble Report. First of all, a big shout out to our analysts for stepping through this footage frame by frame. We send our best well wishes to them as they undergo optical therapy to help uncross their eyes. Every time you share this video or leave a like, it helps justify their sacrifice and pay for their treatment, so please remember to do your part. A common misconception about funnel events is the idea that you need to go slow since the last marble through the course is the winner, but that couldn't be further from the truth. A marble who comes out of the starting gate slowly will dip straight down the funnel and crash and burn. However, a marble that maintains their speed will be the one that can fight gravity for the longest, taking advantage of the curved slope to keep in orbit around the event horizon. The marble who is able to complete the most laps is usually the one that manages to win the event. The design of the black hole funnel also prevents marbles from just hugging the wall. We can see several instances of the event where athletes attempting this actually lose a lot of speed and drop straight towards the event horizon, and often wind up dropping out of the bottom much quicker. The best route ends up being a fine balance between the two, where you can keep your speed up while still not pointing yourself too far down the hill. Let's look at the Raspberry Racer's first heat for a great example of this in action. You have one racer who takes the low angle and another that goes high. You can see the low roller get stuck in a very uneven orbit and loses speed with every lap around the event horizon. When he finally settles into a stable circular orbit, he has lost too much speed. Fourth finisher of the heat. On the other side, a low, lazy arc is taken to try and line up a good entry, but in a similar manner, the entry is poorly aimed and takes him too close to the event horizon. The uneven orbit drains speed and destroys the run. Second finisher. After about 5 seconds have passed and teams are settled into their tight orbits around the event horizon, the results are pretty close to set. You want to have as much speed as possible when reaching this point. Collisions are also something you really want to avoid here. With 4 teams going at a time, and scores coming from the times rather than placements in a single heat, it doesn't benefit you to be nasty. Look at the Oceanics here, who put in the worst time of the second heats. Anything that puts you off your path and redirects your momentum is a detriment, with the exception of a carefully executed boost maneuver. The Minty Maniacs continue with their Feast or Famine playstyle, following up the previous event's gold medal with a last place finish in the Black Hole Funnel. They drop into second place overall, just a single point behind the Arrangers. The Crazy Cat's Eyes continue their reliably steady season in taking the bronze medal in this event, though it actually brought them down a place in the standings, thanks to the silver medalist Midnight Wisps. The Cat's Eyes now stand in 4th place, with only a 9-point difference between them and the first place Arrangers. They did this off a very strong first run, which was recorded at a combined time of 55.72 seconds, the second best out of all competitors. And this was an impressive 5-second difference over the number 3 time. Speaking of the Wisps, this marks their 4th medal of the Games. They were the most consistent performers compared to the other medalists who had exceptional early runs and only passable second runs. They had the best time out of all the second heats. On top of the podium this time were the Savage Speeders, who finally managed to push past through their glass ceiling and finally claim their first gold of the season, after earning 3 bronze medals so far this year. They won the medal riding on top of an insanely good first run, clocking in at a 58.32 combined time. No other team even came close to that mark. Should this event return in the future, it seems unlikely that this record would be contested for quite some time. With only 5 events left to go, the standings are incredibly close. A 9-point spread amongst the top 4 seems to indicate we're going to be in for an exciting finish to the season. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on how this will all shake out. That's all the news for today. This has been the Marble Report.